still will kind of be reluctant on jumping off of that dresser right there. You know, it's just something you don't do jumping jacks at a certain weight. You just don't do it. You don't all that stair climbing and all. It's just certain things you just don't do when you get a certain weight. And so I just had to chime in. I know that it probably ain't had nothing to do with nothing, but I was mentioning her fall, and I was just tying that together because I was, when she had that fall or whatever. She, when you get a certain weight, falling is just not that ain't the lick right there. Falling, I have a problem with falling. I have another. Let me tell y'all a couple of my little quirks that I have that people probably trip out. One thing about me, I hate driving next to diesel trucks. That fucks with me. To be on the freeway and here's an 18 wheeler, baby, I can't do that one. I need to go see what's up with my dogs. But 18 wheelers, I'm driving next to an 18 wheeler. I start having palpitations. I trips out. I can't do 18 wheelers. I can't drive up under like overpasses and shit. Going up under a bridge or something fucks me up. Fucks me up. I'd rather go all the way around than to go up under that bridge. Is that not crazy? It's just something about underpasses and things. Like to come to my house, I gotta go up under an underpass to get up, to go because I'm on the other side of the freeway. So to go up, I gotta go up under this underpass, and I hate that. It's just and especially if I'm caught up on the underpass and I'm at a light, fucks me up. I'm fucked up. I'm fucked up. I'm looking around. I'm hearing cars going off the top of I get to tripping out, y'all. I can't stand that shit. That fucks with me. So yeah, that's another one of my little quirks. But one thing I do like, y'all ready for this? Are you ready? I love the smell of cow manure. Is that not crazy? It doesn't fuck with me. It doesn't, like some people be like, oh. It don't do that to me like that. Cow manure, when the packaged cow manure. I'm not talking about, cows and shit just taking shits and, motherfuckers piling it up. Not like that. I'm talking about, when you buy the manure in the bag and when you open it up, it's warm in there because it's done festered and everything and all the, the compound and compost and shit done came together. It's something about that scent. I don't know. That's crazy, but it's true. So anyway, family, let me go on and go. I got some things to do. I gotta go down here and go get this smog and shit done on my car. It's 10:36. By now, Kenny should have gotten a few hours of sleep because I just don't like to take my car as a woman to no mechanic because as soon as they see your motherfucking ass, they get to doing this kind of shit right here. You know what I'm saying? It's like a twist. You know what I mean? I don't like all that. And they want to, based on what type of car you got, they want to jack up the price. They figure out, okay, that's a V8, that's whoop-de-whoop, okay, that's a Lincoln, that's, and they get the price get to adding up and shit. And especially if you're a woman and you're going to, going to go see about a car, shit, it's all bad. So when it comes down to dealing with a mechanic or even dealing with, a repair guy in my home, I choose not to deal with them. Because and therefore you ain't finna. But then what fucks them up is when I get to talking about, well, how many inches is that grout line gonna be? That's what fuck them up because they're like, wait a minute, because I'm kind of thinking about changing my flooring and and go back with put some parquet floor or whatever, and so it tripped the dude out because I was like, okay, what we gonna do about my subflooring? He was like, bing. That motherfucker woke the fuck up because he was not expecting me to ask him all about that, So that's one thing too, women, get versed on things, and especially when you having somebody come to your house and do some work on your house, they doing the roofing or, whatever it is pertaining to your home or your car. Be kind of versed a little bit or get a little background about it. Like I was saying before, a woman should have a Shilton or a Haynes book for her car. Okay, it's a thick book. You can get them at O'Reilly, AutoZone. You can get them from the dealership, Do they have Track Auto anymore? I don't know if they have Track Auto anymore. But any one of those car places, and it's called a Chilton, Chilton, or a Haynes, which is Hynes, okay? And it's a manual of your car, okay? And anything from fuses to what type of oil, whether you need 1040 weight oil or you need an SE 30, whatever. Everything about your car is going to tell you what type of fuses you need, all that kind of stuff, and you need to have that. Especially if you know, because your car is your investment. You putting your prized possessions in there. You riding your stuff around, your children. You know, you're taking your mama to her doctor's appointments and things. You need to know what's under the hood of your car. I'm not saying that you need to know how to put an alternator. I'm not saying that. But when shit go down and you need to take your car to get your car serviced, they not feeding you the bobo and just telling you some dumb shit. Oh, it's the thermostat when all the while, when they tell you need a water pump when all the while you need a thermostat. A thermostat will probably cost you about $15, $20, you know, and a water pump, you know, can cost you $85 wholesale. You know what I'm saying? And that ain't even talking, that's just the part. That's not talking about the labor. But there's times when your car is getting hot and women will automatically assume, okay, my car is running hot. I need my water pump done went out. Well, it don't have to necessarily be your water pump, mama. It could be your thermostat that's making your car run hot. It could be one of your hoses. And one thing about it could be your radiator. Your radiator going bad, your fan could be going bad. But one thing about it, if you have a Chilton, your fan is going bad. Hey, it might be a fuse, you know, and it could be one of them yellow 20s or, you know, whatever. And you'll go in your fuse box, check your fuses, see if your fuse is broken. If your fuse is broken, guess what? That's why the lighter thing ain't working. You just need to change your fuse. So I ask you, ladies, in your cars, you look real good in your cars to have your own little utility kit. You know, of course, you got to have that hammer. But, you know, Phillips screwdriver and all those other kind of things in there, and needle nose pliers and all kinds of things. You just never know. And you need to also have a roll of duct tape inside of your car. Yeah, not for a twist, but just in case if you end up busting a water hose on your car, then therefore, okay, how am I going to get home? My hose just busted in my car. Guess what? What you do, you take this duct tape and you're going to wrap it around that hose, because a lot of the hoses, some hoses be up under the car, but then there are some that are on top. You know, if your serpentine belt go out, your serpentine belt is really the belt that goes around everything in your car that keeps everything moving and functioning properly. If your serpentine belt goes out in your car, automatically your power steering just goes out. So if you're driving and all of a sudden your power steering go out, your car getting hot, it's like, what the hell happened? Well, what has happened is your serpentine belt has broken in your car. Okay? And to put that on, some can do it because you have to know how to get around that pulley. Okay? You might have to move some things around to put that serpentine belt in there. When you open up the hood of your car, you're going to have an illustration there and it's going to show you. So those of you guys that know, when you go out there to your car one day, just look at it and say, you know what, Tina told me that. When you open up the hood of your car, it's going to be a little illustration right there. And it has on how that serpentine belt's supposed to go around that pulley and things in your car. But yeah, those kind of things you just really kind of need to know. Another little cute little tip. If your battery, if you know, is not firing off really, really good, and you have a lot of this corrosion, and it looks like sand or like crumbly dust or something on top of your battery where your post is. It's around your post and everything. A quick fix is to pour a little can of Coca-Cola on top of your battery post, and it'll take off all that erosion. Okay? Yeah, it'll take off the erosion. That's one little tip. What's another little tip that I can give you guys about your cars? Oh, you knew about the Coca-Cola? Oh, okay. Yeah, it eats all the little corrosion off of there. Absolutely. So yeah, you pour a little Coca-Cola on there, and that'll handle that. there was something else that I was gonna give a quick tip about a car, but yeah, but do so. Get you a little kit and get you some duct tape inside of your kit to whereas because water hoses and shit like that are bust on your car without notice, and you need to know what's happening and what I do. And all you do is you get a little duct tape, wrap it around there, boom, put some more water in your car, put some in the radiator and some in that little reservoir, because that little reservoir look like a gallon of milk. It's a little reservoir next to your radiator that also has, you know, you put coolant and shit in there. And then if you know your shit go out and you on side of the road, it's like what the fuck I do? I don't have AAA, which a woman need to have AAA. If you driving, and especially if you are a single lady, please get AAA. You don't have to get the premium package. You ain't got to get AAA plus. If you just get AAA premium, please get AAA. Because one thing about AAA, if you run out of gas, they will bring you up to, I think, 7 gallons, depending on what plan you have. They'll come and, you know, they'll change your tires out. You know, like if you have a donut up under your car, or you have your spare up under your car, they'll come in and they'll get you together. You know, or in the trunk of your car, you probably have a donut. Donut is them real skinny ass tires. For those of you guys don't know, they call it a donut. And it's only good to drive that donut about maybe 20 miles. And then, you know, then therefore you run the risk of popping it because it's not for everyday driving. It's not for only, you know, like that. It's just to simply get your ass off the road and get you over there to go buy you one of them motherfucking $35 used ass motherfucking. Everybody know they got used tire places in their city. And motherfuckers be like, shit, they want 100 and whoop-de-whoop for this tire, nigga. It's called going over there off the baseline to Enrique tires and tires and motherfucking muffler and get one of them cheap-ass $25, $35 tires, depending on what your income and what, you know, what you can afford at that time. Get your motherfucking tire. But the way you can tell whether or not you need tires, let me give you another little tip. You take a penny, nickel, or a dime, okay? And you put it in the grooves of the thread of the tire. And what it should be is it should cover that penny up at least halfway. You know? It should cover it up halfway. That lets you know how much threading is left. How much give you have on that tire. How much meat is left on that tire. When you don't have no meat or you starting to see your threads and you starting to see wire and shit coming through, baby, you need some new tires. I mean, that just is what it is. You need some new tires. So for those of you guys that's in the market of buying cars and things, and especially for those of you guys that getting your little tax tokens and you out there buying cars, the biggest suggestion that I can give you, family, if don't nothing else make sense, let me just say this right now, okay? Because buying a car is an investment. You know, a lot of people are buying cars. Just like Kenny, he just bought him a bucket. I just told y'all that. Okay. But you want to get a diagnostic done on that vehicle before you sign the dotted line, change over the paperwork, and all that other kind of stuff. You do not want to buy a car, especially if the car is over $2,500. If the car is over $2,500, automatically you need to get a dial done on that car. A diagnostic, what is it going to tell you, Auntie? I'm going to tell you what it's going to tell you. It's going to tell you whether or not, you know, you need tires, brakes, serpentine belt going bad, your hoses is bad, your alternator is bad, the water pump going to be going out soon. You need a tune-up. You need to change out your oil and fuel filters. It's going to tell you so many things around that car. It's going to give you a printout readout. They're going to put an OD meter up to it, and then it's going to print it out on everything that's wrong with that car. Another thing you want to do is get a fax, put the car on fax finders, and have them put in the VIN number. The VIN number is going to tell you if this car has been in collisions, if this car is stolen, if this car has been through a chop shop, saying that, you know, okay, because the serial number is going to be where you open up the driver's side of the car door. The VIN number is going to be in the panel of that car. It's going to also be around the engine, and it's also going to be right on your windshield, right at the base of your windshield on the driver's side. The VIN number is also up in that area too. I believe it's another place. I know it's identified another place on the car, but I can't think of it right now. But yeah, so for those of you guys that's in the market on buying cars and shit, family, don't just take their word for it. Don't take. I know that you couldn't get Riley to come and help you out on that purchase. You know what I'm saying? You was rolling solo. And you had to get this car. You took a bus up there to go get the car. When you get that goddamn car, you better get some shit. Hey, before I sign this right here and hand you my money, let's go on down here to Midas Touch, motherfucking Goodyear, or any of one of these little places, and have a diagnostic done on the car. Now, for those of you guys that get, like in my area, we get the Penny Saver, we get the green sheet. It's like a little newspaper, weekly newspaper that's free, and it'll have places in there where you can go get a smog with this coupon. Use this coupon, go get a smog. It's $29.99 out the door. It'll have coupons for transmission flush. Shit like that. Tune up. All those types of things. They have coupons in there for automotive section in there. And they have coupons in there for diagnostic tests. So I ask that, ladies, you got to get versed. Because a lot of times we are on our own. I have men in my life, but I still like to be, knowledgeable of a lot of things, because that means you can't get over on me. When you come in and you're versed about things, ladies, men, it's like, I don't know what to do about this one right here. This bitch know too much. I can't just be giving her, just feeding her, know anything, because this bitch right here is already looking at me crazy. You got to know. You got to know what's going on. You got to know what the fuck is going on. Okay? Before you get to call the motherfuckers out and coming and doing work around your house and coming and checking on your car and shit and all that old type of shit. Yeah, you need to know what's going on. And also, let me also say that, anyway, bottom line, I don't want to talk no more about cars. It's not a car segment. But you can see I'm passionate about certain things. Certain things I know. I don't know everything, but I know a lot about some subjects. Okay? And so, but I just wanted to come in and definitely speak about the car situation, that you guys just really need to be up on that right there. Get you some AAA. That's the main thing you need to get. So anyway, let me go. I got some shit to do. I got some running around to do. I'm going to go grab a couple of heads of cabbage. Today is a modified day for the kids, so Isaiah gets out at 1:05. I think his bus usually don't drop him off down the street till about 1:40. And then Tioni about 2:30 or something like that. So, I got shit to do. So anyway, family, let me go and do this running around and taking care of all these little loose ends and all that kind of stuff. Got to get my tags. My tags due on the 5th. So, bitch, be compromised like a motherfucker. Cause they ain't finna tell me to get out of a motherfucker. Not this right here. Look, hold on, officer. Boop. Let me pull out these documents right here. Let me pull out my iPad so you can check that my insurance is legit. They ain't fucking with motherfuckers that's just taking, just like the DMV nowadays. Motherfuckers is like, okay, well then I know what I'm gonna do. Let me use your paperwork on your paperwork on your insurance. I'm gonna wipe that out. I'm gonna change the policy number. I'm gonna put my name and my address right there. Everybody know the cut and paste game. Everybody's well versed on the cut and paste game. But now, when you take your ass down into the DMV to go renew your tags and shit, no, nigga, they putting you, okay, hold on one second. Let me call and verify this insurance nowadays. That's how they doing it now. Here in Cali, yeah, they verifying things because too many niggas done fucked it up for everybody. And it's like now you can't just show proof of insurance on some old zero copy document, because they ain't taking that shit no more. I'm just telling you. Okay, I didn't make the rules. Okay, I just low-key try to follow them motherfuckers every now and again. Though I fall short. Okay? But one thing about it, with AAA, you don't go to the DMV anymore. You handle your shit at AAA. So then therefore you ain't got to deal with the long line all out the door, motherfucking babies crying and shit, motherfuckers trying to sell goddamn hair and shit out in the parking lot. You ain't got to worry about none of that shit. Okay? You go on to AAA. You going up to the counter. You give them that motherfucking card. Okay, I need to go and get me a passport. I need to go over here and check on this motherfucking cruise right here. I need to get cause AAA also have diagnostic facilities too. That they have a whole list of mechanics that AAA are backing. That these motherfuckers just ain't gonna get you because you're a woman or get you because you're not knowledgeable. Yeah, AAA is the shit. You can get notary done at AAA. Now I have AAA Premium. So with AAA Premium, let me tell you what the fuck I get. I get a 200-mile tow, which means a bitch can go all the way to motherfucking Vegas. Oh, goddamn it, nigga, I don't want to ride with you. Shit, I'm finna call AAA, tell them this motherfucking car right here. And guess what? They coming all the way from my city, coming to pick my ass up in Vegas and taking my ass home, and I ain't got to pay shit. How about that? Okay? I got 200-mile tow. I get free notary. I get concierge services when I travel. If I do subject to put my car in a shop, I get 1 day free comped rental car. Nigga, that shit works out. You understand me? That shit works the fuck out. Because you could be a low-key crook motherfucker and be like, you know what, let me go and call AAA and have my shit towed down the street and go ahead on and call these motherfuckers up and tell them I need to rent a car for the night. Anytime you have your car towed, let me tell you, family, this ain't no crooked shit, but I know some crooks watch my shit, okay? When you have AAA Premium, you call and get your car towed, right off the bat they ask you, do you need a rental car? You know what, I think I do need a motherfucking rental car. You know what I'm saying? And you don't pay for that motherfucker. You don't pay no deposit. You don't pay nothing. You don't pay anything. They give you a code, and when you go, we have Enterprise in your area, Hertz, Dollar Rental, and Budget. Which one you want to go to? And you tell them, okay, well, I'll go to Enterprise because I owe Budget. Whatever your circumstances is. And then they say, okay, well then let me give you this code, and when you get down there to the counter, you give them this code and you pick up your car. How about that one? Okay? So, I'm just saying, ladies, get some AAA and shit in your life. You know what I'm saying? Because our men is doing a sideways, some of them. And, and it's like, nowadays you have to show your children and your daughter and your boys and shit that, mama can still make it happen despite this right here. We're going to keep this party rolling. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah. So, if I ain't said nothing to y'all today that made any sense, my hope is that you took my little pearls and apply them in some way, shape, or form in your life. I come on here and I enjoy you guys. I have a good time and everything. And I go and I come and I go and I come. I go and I come sometimes, not only because I'm busy and I live a full life, but because also I just don't want to be privileged to the bullshit. I don't want to entertain it. So that is one reason why I go and come. So, but now I got some things to do and some business to take care of. So on that note, let me go handle this right here. My hope is that you guys' day be a productive and safe day. And I ask all of that in Jesus' name. You guys have a good one. Amen. Love you. Deuces. Bye.